Gym owners, what I'm going to do in this video is show you exactly how to get cost per leads at around $2 per lead, okay? If you don't know who I am, my name's Sam, and I've helped over 80 plus gyms scale in 2023 alone. Basically, what we help them do is reduce the hours they work while doubling or even tripling their gym's revenue. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the ads manager, okay? So, guys, this is the Facebook ad manager of one of my clients, okay? What you guys can see here is the results of one campaign that we ran, okay? So total amount spent was just under $1,000, okay? And the average price for a lead was around $6.67, okay, guys? So what you want to do when looking at your ad manager to make sure that your ads are performing, okay, is the first thing you want to do is you want to customize the columns, okay? So you're probably going to have horrible metrics from the columns that you guys have on the default. So first of all, what you want to do is click on this button here where it says columns, okay? And then you click on customize columns, and you just want to search up each one and make sure it's exactly like this. So you can go ahead and do that, okay? Leads, meta leads, cost per lead, okay? So you do that, you can title it whatever you want. You just go here, and then you'll see a little save button. Click save, title it whatever you want, and then yeah, your columns will look like this, okay? So now let's just explain what each metric means. So CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions. Now guys, 1,000 impressions, some people get impressions mixed up with reach, okay? So reach is the amount of people that your ad gets put out to, so the amount of people that have seen your ad, okay? Now impressions are the amount of times it's shown up on the people's phone, okay? So let's say your ad goes out to 10 people, your reach is 10, but let's say your ad appears on their phone 100 times, so that means your impressions would be 100, okay? So it is important to try to keep CPMs, or cost per 1,000 impressions, as low as you can get them. You don't want them being any higher than $20, guys. That's pretty insane, okay? If your CPMs right now are higher than $20, I would recommend, if your ads have gone through a testing phase, I would recommend you turn them ads off. Okay, so what I mean by testing phase is basically when you launch your ads, okay, this is something that a lot of gym owners get wrong, and agencies. When people launch your ads, or when you guys launch your ads, you need to wait 4 days before judging any metrics, okay? There is no point. If, let's say, you get no leads in the first day, do not turn the ads off. Facebook has this learning phase where the first 4 days, or really the first 7 days after you click launch on your ads and set them as active, Facebook's learning which people are responding best to the ad, and then it's targeting the ad to go to those people specifically, okay? We recommend waiting at least 4 days, and if your results are just outside of KPI, then wait a few more days to see how they perform. But if you wait 4 days, you get no leads, and they're well outside of KPI, then we suggest you turn them off and try something else. Okay, so if we go into the ad manager, and I think we launched this campaign on the 22nd of December. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, so we launched it on the 22nd. Okay, so you can see here, total spent $47. We're spending around $20 each on each ad set, okay? We would recommend you spend $20 on each ad set, or minimum would be 15, okay? Anything less than this, it's not gonna be enough money for Facebook to actually get you results. So 15 is the minimum you guys wanna be spending. And now this is for 2 ad sets, so you could just launch 1 ad set for $15 if your budget's not that big, okay? And you can see after the first day of these ads launching, the CPMs were very, very low, okay? We're getting good impressions, good reach, and the cost per clicks were like 16 cents per click. So basically what this means is the unique clicks is the amount of people that are clicking and going through the funnel, okay? So the cheaper the cost per click, the more leads you're gonna get. It's pretty simple, just like that. So if you're paying 16 cents for a lead, for a click, then you best believe you must be scaling that ad as soon as possible, okay? So we're getting extremely low cost per cost per clicks. Okay, and then click-through rate, you can see here, was extremely good as well. So 6% of the people that seen the ad stopped and looked at it. Okay, so this is how many people are actually looking. So it's coming up on their Facebook, and they stop and they look at the ad. That's the click-through rate. Okay, so basically, guys, if your click-through rate is really low, like 50, 40, like percent, like 0.4, 0.5%, basically that means your creative is not good, and you should probably change that creative because it's not getting enough attention. It's not catching people's eyes. Does that make sense? Okay, and then if we go to leads, we can see in the first day alone, we got 12 leads at an average cost of $4, just shy of $4. All right, so guys, that is what the metrics look like. Okay, so this is how you should set up your ad manager, and then this is how you should look at your metrics. Now, for the first 4 days, don't even bother about looking at the metrics because you can't change anything anyway. And let's say these ads were flopping, and the cost per leads are around $20. If we hopped on the first day and seen that, personally, we wouldn't change anything. But I feel like if someone like you or a gym owner was to see that, they would get very emotional and they say, "Oh, these ads aren't working," and turn them off. Well, now what you've done is you've just wasted that whole day of ad spend, because that ad could have just been going out to the wrong people. And as soon as Facebook finds the right people, your cost per lead could drop drastically. So you need to wait 4 days and just don't tie any emotion to it. I would recommend don't even looking at your Facebook ad manager after you launch the ad for at least 4 days, and then have a look and judge the metrics. So let's say we launched on the 22nd, 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 days from the 22nd is the 25th, which was Christmas. So guys, got to keep this in mind as well. This is coming up for Christmas and the holiday period. So that's why the ads probably aren't performing as well as they should. But nevertheless, they're still crushing it. So in that 4 day period, we would hop on, look, and we'd see that the impressions are well within KPI. And I'll show you the KPIs later on in the video. Okay. Reach is good, cost per click is extremely cheap, and we're getting a ton of leads for around just shy of $4, guys. Okay, so that is what the power of good ads can do. Okay, some people say that ads like 2017 Facebook might look like this, and now you're probably going to get leads for $20. Guys, if someone says that to you, they clearly just don't know what they're doing, and they clearly don't know how to launch a successful Facebook ad campaign. So I would not listen to a word they say. Okay, if you guys do everything right, then you should get results like this as well. All right, and let's just go to maximum to see what happened with this campaign in the end. Okay, so at the end, you can see here that we spent just shy of $1,000 on this campaign, and we got leads for just under $7 at the end. Okay, so we got 145 leads in total, and you can see these metrics. I'm about to show you the KPIs and the metrics you should be aiming for, but you can see here that these are well within it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you the metrics of the ads. So you can see here, this is the metrics of the ads. This is for January. All right, we'll just do January. So you can see, guys, we started the campaigns back up on the 2nd, and we started scaling straight away. Okay, so we're spending $100, but like I just showed you, you don't need to do that unless they're performing well like these were. All right, and these are the metrics down here. So click-through rate needs to be between 0.5 and 1%. Okay, if your click-through rates are higher, that's great. If they're anything lower than 1%, I mean 0.5%, you want to turn that ad off, because it means that it's not resonating with your market, so there's no point in running that. So I should change this 0.5 to anything above 1, more than 1. Okay, leads, landing. If you're running landing pages, this is what your conversion rate should be. If you're running booked appointments, you want to be getting 70 to 90% HCR. Okay, this is obviously skewed a little bit because of all this data here, but if you show up rate, that's something that we aren't able to track. But if you are tracking this yourself, then show up rate should be 70 to 90%. conversion rate, appointment to conversion rate. Guys, if your sales script is anything like ours, you should be at least converting 70%. Like, that's low numbers, okay? So you want to make sure that you're converting at least 40 to 70% of the people that come in. If you're not, then you should definitely have a look at your sales system and probably make some iterations there, okay? But this is what you want to know. So cost per 1,000 impressions, $15 to $25. Guys, if your impressions are anything higher than 25, turn that ad off. Stop wasting money on it, okay? Anything less than $15, then that's crushing it, and you should probably start scaling that ad, okay? And cost per click, $1 to $3. Anything less than $1, insanely well. Anything higher than $3 per click, it's probably not resonating with the market, okay? Cost per lead. Now, this is the main metric, guys. So let's say all these metrics are out of the KPI. The main metric you should really be focusing on is cost per lead. So let's say all of these are out. You're paying a lot for clicks. Your impressions are pretty high, but you're getting leads for anywhere from $5 to $10 per lead, $5 to $15 per lead. Then just keep the ads on, because at the end of the day, all you need is leads. And if you're paying cheap for leads, then keep the ads. It's clearly working, okay? So these other metrics are just there to help you judge whether the ads are good or not, whether if they're performing in the market. But the main one you want to be looking at is cost per lead. So let's say you're having leads at $20 after 4 days of launching the ad, but everything else is within KPI. Your cost per clicks are within KPI, your impressions are within KPI, your click-through rate is within KPI, then you would leave the ads on, because it's clear that the market's reacting, so you will get those leads eventually, okay? So like, Facebook ads can work like this. You can get no leads for the first 4 days and everything's within KPI, and then in the 5th day, let's say you're spending $20 a day, in the 5th day you can get 10 leads, and then that would bump your cost per lead to $5, okay? So if your ads are within KPI and you're not getting that many leads, just keep testing it. Just wait a bit longer, wait out a bit longer, and you'll see them leads start flooding in, okay? Cost per appointment, you guys, you don't be paying any more than $25 per appointment, per person coming into the gym. If you are, then you want to be looking at your follow-up process and think about how you're booking the appointments. Maybe there's something that's bottlenecking you there, okay? And cost per show. If you're spending more than $50 per show, again, then you want to look at the scheduling process and the follow-up text and see if there's something you can improve in with there. And cost per acquisition, guys. If you're, again, paying more than $100 per new member at your gym, you want to look at the sales process and you want to look at the cost per show and the cost per appointment and make sure they're all within KPI first, okay? So you can see here, cost per lead and then cost per appointment was $23. So we got 50 appointments for this client within 13 days, okay? That's insane, guys. So with the right campaigns, you just know with the right campaigns, you guys can definitely achieve this as well, okay? And let's say your results are looking like this and you guys are like, you know what, I want to spend some more money in scaling. This is how you scale correctly, okay? There's a lot of other ways people do it, but this is the best way to scale. And if you don't do it this way, your results are probably going to suffer, okay? And if we come back out here, okay, we can see here, scaling the working ad set. So let's say your cold traffic, the first ad set you launch, this one here, it's working well. You want to start scaling. This is what you guys want to do. There'll be a duplicate button. There's not one here because we turned all these off, but there'll be a duplicate button right here. You want to click, you know what I'll do is I'll just log into a different account. Okay, just bear with me. To show you another client. So let's just go here. Okay, so we've got a few ad sets here, but to scale, guys, so you see there's a duplicate. So let's say your cold traffic's working well. You can see we're scaling these ads as well. Okay, and just have a quick look at the metrics. Yeah, they're all performing pretty well as well. So cold traffic, okay, this is the campaign you want to scale. The ad sets are working well, okay. 2 ad sets, they're working great. So what you want to do is you want to go to duplicate, okay. So duplicate the ad set, create new campaign, number of copies 1. You want to duplicate it into a new campaign, and then you want to call the campaign the Scaling Working Ad Set, and you just want to increase the budget. So you do not, this is what you do not do, guys. You don't go into the ad set and then just change the budget. What if you change anything when the ad set is running, what that's going to do is going to reset the whole process and send you back to stage 1, where your ads then need to learn and find the audience again. What you want to do instead is just duplicate the ad set, and then you'll see, I'll just show you here. So if I duplicate this, okay, you'll see the ad set is out here. You just want to increase the budget. So if you're running $20 a day currently and you want to scale, just change that to $40 and then click publish, and that is how you duplicate it. Okay, guys? So yeah, so let me just delete this. Make sure it's all good. Alright. So yeah, that's how you scale. And with that method, guys, you should be able to get extremely cheap cost per leads, okay, which is going to allow you then to get extremely cheap members and just scale your business. Okay, if you guys want to know how we do it, there is a link in the description. Okay, this is going to send you to a funnel. I'll just be honest, this is a funnel just to explain what I do for my clients and how we help them reduce their work hours in half while doubling or even tripling their revenue. It's in the description. You don't have to click it if you don't want to. Just know it's there if you guys are curious. Okay, and yeah, that's all for the video today, guys. If you want to like this video, you'll see more content like this. If you guys want to comment any problems you might be having, feel free to do that as well. I would love to help you guys with some of the problems you're facing. And if you would like to subscribe, I would absolutely love that. It would make my day, and you would see more content like this. So yeah, guys, I appreciate your time. I hope you got some value from this video, and I will see you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Peace.